Welcome, everyone, to the Darkening of Mirkwood. This is session 100 and I believe 31. Yep, 131. Session 131. I think that I'll name this in good Sir Arthur Conan Doyle style, The Curious Case of the Dogs in the Nighttime. When last we left our heroes, as Mirkwood wandered back into camp, he found his hands were encrusted with mud and something that was clearly blood. He went to a nearby stream to wash up, and Callie Mirith, the company's lookout, watched all of this before finally asking him where he'd been. After realizing that he didn't know, the two of them set off in a search around the perimeter of the camp without waking the rest of the company, and after nearly an hour of searching through the mud, found a number of gore crows which Mirkwood seems to have caught and butchered during the night. Fortunately, there was no other damage done, and Mirkwood seems at least not to have eaten the foul birds. Because all birds are foul birds, but anyway. Still, such brutality was worrisome. They headed back to camp to wake the others, only for Angi to find his almost magical axe, Hafendardagr, missing. They searched the camp.
Is that how it's pronounced?
Yeah, it's Hafendardagr.
Hafendardagr.
Dardagar. Hafendardagr. They searched the camp and even found a scent, but it was quickly lost in the marsh. Continuing on their way with Angi borrowing Warsong's axe until he could recover his own, the party was attacked while breaking camp a few days later. A burning mass of something sweet and sticky was pitched into the camp, attracting a nearby swarm of hummerhorns. The hummerhorns nearly carried off both Callie Mirith and Angi, but in the end, they were driven off. A few nights later, Mirkwood had a second evil dream. This time, when he awoke, there was no doubting it. He had tasted blood that night. And that is where we will be picking up for tonight's session. So,
Richard, you probably said this earlier, but did you get a new camera?
I did.
You're much more clear now.
Yeah, the previous webcam was the webcam that was built into the old laptop, and I've been slowly upgrading the desktop streaming setup and everything. So hopefully the sound quality is okay. The sound quality should be better in coming weeks, but there should already be less background computer fan noise. So trying to make the setup a little bit better at a time. I have some podcasting things that I want to do this year, and the stream, so all that stuff. So, but it also makes the game actually better for you guys. So,
can I take the encumbrance of Warsong's axe off this session? I know I had it on last session because you can't just.
Fine.
But...
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Axe on, axe off.
All right, so Callie Mirith, you're standing there as Mirkwood has wandered in past your watch a second time, and his mouth is definitely dripping with blood.
I mean, I hate to say this, but I believe I rolled perception last time and did not see him.
Oh, you see him now.
Okay.
You didn't see him get up and leave. You definitely see him now, though. Mirkwood, you're standing here having just awoken from your dream. There's that distinctive iron taste in your mouth and something wet kind of dripping down the front of your beard.
Did we hear his dream, or do we not know his dream?
Well, y'all heard the dream, but your characters didn't.
Just like last time, I kind of like do an inventory of my extremities in bits and pieces and make sure I'm all there.
Yeah, all fingers and toes accounted for.
And also, am I here?
Yeah, you're here.
Okay.
You've been Cardboard Hildura, just
Yeah.
kind of. We've been moving your
Yeah, we
stick.
had a cardboard Sandy of Hildura that we
Okay.
used until you got back.
I
Yep.
figured I was just double checking. Can I roll? I guess maybe insight. I guess what I'm trying to see is sort of what the.
You're asleep, so no.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, we're all having sweet dreams.
Yeah, so everyone is asleep except
All right.
for Kelly Mirith.
Okay.
Who's just now noticed, she didn't even see Margaret come back. She just now knows that he's here. Everyone else is asleep.
Okay. Calamarith, it happened again, and I think it's worse this time. But she was there. She was talking to me in the dream.
Who?
It was either the Morwen or the vampire. I frankly can't tell which, but it was speaking to me, and it's almost like I was them.
Well, that's not good.
No, it's not. I think we should wake the others.
Okay. What time of night is it, by the way, Richard?
It's probably about 4 in the morning.
Well, or we can wait till sunrise when we can see what's going on, and I'm just gonna sit here until 6.
Would there be any disadvantage to waking people now? Would they be weary or something?
No.
Okay.
Well, then let's wake them up.
Okay.
All right. So I kind of shake Ongi and probably wait on Ragnar because he's so much bigger than me.
Yes, if you wake up worse on Ragnar will probably wake up.
All right, and okay, so I'll wake up Berard and Ongi.
What time is it?
Murder o'clock?
Murder o'clock.
Is
This
it
is either that you found our enemy sleeping somewhere and we're all going to go kill them, or this is going to turn very bad very quickly. So is it?
Hopefully not the latter, but
right? So the sun's not even up. What are we doing here?
Warsong's awake.
She was here. The Morwen was in my head talking. I've obviously killed and eaten something. I have like rivulets of crusty stuff in my beard.
Right, that's how every meal is for me.
It's Sigaroon right next to me
Funny you should ask.
because I have said many times I sleep with him as my pillow.
Hmm.
But you're married now.
As it happens,
Something the husband's just going to have to get used to.
Sigaroon is right next to you.
Is he alive?
Berard will turn his head toward a wee mad Ongi as he makes that comment, and then right after that, he's going to turn to Warsong and say, "What exactly did y'all kill again out in the mountains of Mirkwood?"
Well, and
something that I think we should not name unless we really must.
I think we took. I think that whatever it was left something with us, because I've witnessed it twice, and I'm worried for all of us at this point.
You were the one who threw it into the pit. That's why.
No, I'm pretty
No.
sure that was Boulder, right?
Yeah, that was Balder.
Yeah.
I want to carry it up to the sun and burn it, but Balder impetuously threw it into the pit.
Seems like that turned out well for him.
Well, we were all short of Berard. We were all there. Have any of you had any visions or
No.
strange occurrences?
I think last night, actually, I was dreaming of the stew I had this one time in Dale. It wasn't good, but it was, it was just that kind of good where if you just added a bit of something, it could be really fantastic.
Well, Master Dwarf, it is good that at least your dreams have been untroubled.
I mean, that it was. I suppose it was a different kind of trouble.
Warsong is silent.
Well, is everyone all right? I mean, can you?
Somebody stole my axe.
Okay, Master Ongi, I understand your
Are
accent.
there axe?
No.
Okay.
Can I check, actually? Do I have my other axe?
You have Warsong's axe, if that's what
Right.
you mean.
Yes.
I have her axe. Okay, that's good.
Is there, Richard? Is there anything like insight or something that I could roll to try and figure out if I can tell anything about what it was that I've eaten?
Can I?
You can give me a hunting roll to see if you could retrace your steps.
Could I do that with Sigrun?
Yes, it's going to be at an increased difficulty because it is 4 in the morning and you are in Mirkwood and it's very dark.
Okay.
Isn't it always very dark in Mirkwood?
Yes, but especially when there's no light.
That is logical.
Can we roll again when it's morning? If we can't find anything? Just roll.
If
We
we're
can't
still
roll it.
alive.
You can try again in 6 hours.
Well, maybe we should wait till morning if it's not that long.
Maybe I'll let. I guess I can. One of us should wait.
Okay, I'll go ahead and I'll roll hunting now, and then you can roll it with
Sigrun later.
yeah.
It's 6. Is it 6 hours for the party or for individuals?
Typically, only the party huntsman would be allowed to make a roll for this. So who's
What-
the party
what's-
huntsman?
what's
That's the whole point of having rolls in the party is so that you guys don't, spam roll for something 5 times until you get the roll that you want.
Oh, yeah.
So
That's exactly what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
I think Margaret is the huntsman, right?
Margaret and Ragnakar can both give hunting rolls.
What's the TN difference between now versus after sunrise?
It'll be 2 lower after sunrise. Once you have some light. All right, Ragnakar will go ahead and make a roll.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that works.
He is motivated.
Did does the numbers?
It
look
did
weird?
change. It looks
Yeah,
super
they
weird.
look stretched
Yeah,
out and weird.
That's not good. All right, I'll have to. That's new. All right.
Flip also.
Okay. Ragnakar kind of starts hunting around the edge of the camp, and before long, going mainly by bare sense, as it were, he does lead you, Margood, to a place. A place quite some space outside the camp, maybe 500 or 600 yards. Farther than last time. It takes you quite a while to get there because of the winding of the trail in and out of the bogs. But you do eventually come to the body of one of the small, dark Mirkwood deer. It is it has been butchered and half-eaten. It appears that a very sloppy job of butchering it was done, so the gut sac is kind of ripped open. There's this horrible smell that fills the whole area, like even for the long marshes, a horrible smell. And very clear Margood-sized bloody footprints all around the place. It appears as though there was some kind of an extended struggle as you slowly squeeze this animal's life out with your bare hands.
So did just Ragnar and Margood go?
Unless you wanted to go along with them.
I don't think Berard would have wanted to go along with them. He's already creeped out as it is.
Yeah, I came though.
Well, I suppose that's a bit of a relief that it was a deer. Is there anything other than the sign of struggle? That's all we really see. And it looks like it was just one deer.
Yep, as far as you can tell.
And is it a brown deer?
No, it is one of the black deer of Mirkwood.
Oh, a black deer. I wonder how I caught it. That's impressive. Okay, I guess we go back to the camp. It's not really necessary to bury a deer, is it? He kind of looks at Ragnar.
Ragnar just kind of frowns at you, and he says, "I would not leave even my worst enemy in this state."
Is it still alive?
No. Definitely dead. Definitely dead. Although, just based on the paroxysm of fear and pain that it seems to have been frozen in at the time of death,
Okay.
you would guess that it was not a quick death.
I thought he was saying, like, don't leave the deer like this. I was like,
And
okay.
Ragnar takes out his knife and starts digging a shallow grave for the creature.
Okay, I'll help with that since it's kind of my fault.
I guess I'll help too.
All right.
Well, technically it's Balder's fault, but still.
By the time you guys get this done and get back to camp, it's probably 7:30 in the morning.
Well, what did you find?
Ragnar just kind of looks sideways at Margaret and narrows his eyes a bit.
Margaret? What was it?
It was a deer of Mirkwood that looked as if it had lost a long struggle with me.
Gorkrow's last time, a deer this time. What's it going to be next time, I wonder?
Just don't get a bit hungry, mate.
Where's his?
His dog is around.
Okay.
With him, I would assume.
Can I roll lore and see if Warsong knows anything about this? Like, do we need an exorcism or something?
What traits do you have?
I have Shadow Lore and Mirkwood Lore and Leechcraft. Both.
Nice. If we need an exorcism, you're up.
All right, give me a lore test.
I also have Bold, Fair, and Merry.
Give me a lore test.
I don't know.
Hard to say.
Is it TN 14?
TN 18.
Then yeah, okay.
All right, you guys packing up camp and continuing on your way to the Isle of Faces.
Yes.
I'm really
How
not
many
sure
more-
what else to do.
How many more nights do we have? Do we think?
Probably another 5 days would be your guess.
I want to ask
Maybe
Calamarith, when you fell asleep and didn't see me, did you feel like it was regular exhaustion, or did you feel like there was something unnatural about what happened?
Richard, you're gonna have to tell me.
There's definitely a very heavy spiritual oppression here, but that could really just be because you're in Mirkwood, in the Long Marshes. This is a blighted place. Your attempts to hear what the song that nature sings have been pretty unsuccessful. They've been pretty nature's been pretty rude, all things considered.
I mean, yes, we got attacked by giant bees. That's very unnatural.
So it is difficult to say. As far as the weariness, you don't think there's anything specific about the weariness right when it happened. It's not to say that you weren't overcome by the general malaise of this place, but so difficult to say.
Okay. Yeah, so I just answer, I didn't notice anything that would have surprised me about being in such an unpleasant place as this.
Well, I'm wondering if, for the safety of the group, if I ought to be restrained somehow at night.
That does seem like a prudent precaution.
Okay. All right. I guess we should pack up and get going while I think about this.
All right.
Can I'm going to do the song thing. Company songs.
Okay.
Warsong is going to sing the Ode to Fallen Friends. When the earth quakes beneath your feet, when the wind howls its haunting cry, remember and weep along with them, mourn for the son of Doin. When a thunderous cracking din, the land gapes its jaws to cry, remember his iron faithfulness, who stood fast to the end. When the ore sings its song of steam, remember how his heart, when smelted in the fire of death, proved true and pure and strong. And when you sit before your fire in the stillness of the night, recall the light within his eyes, the cheer he brought to life. When your heart feels heavy, when the distance of your death becomes itself a curse most grim, in that moment call me thy kin. With me, all ye who hear the song of Dofer, son of Doin, bring to your lips the mug of ale and toast the fire upon his axe.
All right, you can all give me a song roll to see if you gain bonus die that can be used this adventuring phase.
I think it's just this session, not
This
the whole
session.
thing.
Right. All right, so how's it work, Sophie? If you get a great success, that's 2 bonus die?
Succeeds in his role, he is inspired until the end of the session. An inspired companion may spend his inspiration to add 2 success die to any one roll. If the number of successes rolled by the companions as a whole matches or exceeds the number of heroes in the group, the company gains a temporary fellowship point usable only during the current session.
Gotcha.
So I
Alright.
think that was only 3.
Yeah.
Or no, that was 2,
1, 2,
4,
3, 4, 5, 6.
6 successes.
Yep. So
So
like
we
you got
get
it.
1 extra fellowship point.
Oh, that's nice.
So that puts it at 9 by my count.
Yeah, that's what I've got too. So that was the only bonus we get after that?
And then those who succeeded their rolls get 2 success dice to use on a single roll.
Okay, cool.
All right. So
We've got honey cakes back.
that's what they all call you. Fedora honey cakes. Sweet, sweet honey cakes.
It's called sarcasm. It's like Lady Dwarfs.
No, Lady Dwarves aren't sarcasm.
I mean, they look like one thing, but there's something else.
No, they don't. That is not true.
Well, I don't know now, Mr. Narrator. I travelled for an entire mini campaign with a whole bunch of dwarves and turns out they were all lady dwarves.
Sigh. All right.
I was actually imagining Ragnar and Anki having that conversation, but
Okay. So, the long and deadly silence of the marshes is finally broke by the buzzing, not of hoverhorns this time, but of huge black flies. The bites of these flies leave huge red and purple welts, and the pain of them alone is enough to make one nauseous. But the pain is nothing compared to the incessant, maddening drone which haunts you the whole last leg of your journey. And I need everyone to go ahead and give me one final fatigue test at TN 16, and that is counting the honey cakes. So TN 16, and then one corruption test at TN 18. You guys have good dice tonight.
Nice. Yeah, we're just burning them all off for the big fight.
Good.
Hey, Richard.
If you fail your travel test, you get 2 points of fatigue, and then I do need
Okay. Dang it.
The wisdom test is TN what?
18.
I assume stiff neck of the dwarves doesn't apply to wisdom checks.
It does not.
Okay, I'm going to spend some hope too.
What's up, PJ?
Avoid the shadow.
On my travel roll, can I use my adventurous distinctive feature to get my third?
No, I don't think so. I think that's not quite specific enough.
Okay.
I think I'm going to use my extra for my wisdom check.
Okay.
Yes.
Good call.
Yeah.
All right. All right. If you failed your wisdom test, you gain 3 additional points of shadow. Is anyone miserable, perchance?
Okay. How do I roll the 2 dice?
Just /roll 2d6.
I tried that. Roll.
I'm miserable now.
Or of course.
Yeah.
Or you can use the little rolly die thingy on the left-hand side of the screen. There's a little on the toolbar.
I see.
Boom.
Oh, was that for me?
Whatever. That's fine. You had it either way.
Okay. Yeah, but one way I have it awesomely, so I'll take your roll.
All right. Fair enough.
She's on her honeymoon.
That's right. This is the worst honeymoon, and I really do mean the worst. All right. So is anybody miserable at this point?
I am.
Are you? You are Ongi?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I bought it off.
Okay.
No, I went from I've gone from 5 shadow to 14 shadow in this adventure.
Nice.
Oh dear.
So still not in double bout territory. But
Guys, we're just gonna get murdered by our fellow companions. That's what's gonna happen here. It's gonna be awful.
All right.
That would be very unexpected for the hunters. We would surprise them.
Pressing forward, you arrive at last at the island of faces.
Did we want to split up before we got there and do
I
some...
will describe what you see, and then you guys
Okay.
can make plans.
Cool.
At first, you see nothing in the gray twilight mist, only something like a mound rising up out of the marsh, bald, save for a thick blanket of mist, and a number of strange protrusions rising up like horns or teeth. But as you get closer, you realize that the protrusions are actually ancient standing stones, the faces the island's name describes. But if they were once faces, they have been worn so smooth with time that only huge and empty pits or bumps and knobs suggest facial features. One thing is certain, though. They were all set to look inward on the island, bearing witness to some grim struggle. All right. You would express a desire when you got close to the island to maybe do some recon. How are y'all going to go about this?
I was thinking we would send, if we were going to send anybody, we would send the people that they were not expecting, which would be our Berard and, I mean, not at this point, they're probably expecting them, so it actually probably doesn't make a huge amount of difference. They've literally snuck into our camp and stolen my axe, so.
I mean, would a battle roll be a good way to determine the best way to continue?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I can do a battle roll, although I'm not the best at it.
Well,
I have it.
can't we all do battle rolls?
You can.
If anybody gets an eye, it's going to be PJ.
Oh, Gandalf did.
Well,
You've been itching for a fight.
Mm-hmm.
As have I.
Wow.
Nice. Great success.
Get these out now.
Are these the battle rolls that give us bonus dice later?
Yes, they are.
Okay, then I'm doing
cool.
one.
Cool. Okay. Hey.
Okay, so with some decent successes and great successes, you see that the way that the Island of Faces is laid out, it is a fairly steep rise It's not quite a batholith. It's not quite large enough for that, but it's definitely amid all of the sunken, depressed marshland that you've been traveling through. There is this, basically the island is I mean, it's a literal island. It's this huge rock just sort of rising up out of the marsh, kind of a domed granite on which these standing stones, hewed of that same granite itself, have been set. Because of that, the north and the south side of the island are both relatively steep. They would be difficult to climb, not impossible, but fairly difficult to climb. There is a what appears to be the abandoned ruins of some kind of a wooden structure on the southern side of the island, and there is an approach from that direction. And then the north side of the, or not the southern, the eastern side of the island, and there's an approach from that direction. And on the western side of the island, there is also a bank, basically an embankment, that makes for a fairly easy approach.
Now, we can approach on the west and the east.
Sorry?
You said west and east we can approach?
Yes, and you could probably climb the bank on the north and south, but it would be more difficult.
So what's the... there's no, like, ferry or anything, I'm assuming.
Oh, no. This is out in the middle of the marshes.
How far out? I mean, we have to have a boat, right? And
4 weeks out, right?
Yeah, like I'm not sure I understand what you're saying. It's you can walk up the east or the west side.
Okay, I got you. I had island in my mind.
It's an island. Think of it as an island in a sea of mud.
Right, gotcha.
So, are the statues that used to be faces, are they situated relative to the elevated part to where, like, Bowman could, like, hide behind them and have a view of kind of like being backup or something? Or
Yep.
Okay, so
they have a pretty clear view of both approaches, from the east and the west.
The stones basically ring the entire island like a
Are the stones at the very verge of the island, or are they sort of
a little more towards the interior?
Okay.
Do we see anybody else? Any signs that people have already been here?
You can give me a roll of explore or awareness.
Roll explore.
I will let the lookout or the scout roll for this.
Okay, well, I'm a scout, so.
Okay.
Do y'all want me to spend for that or not?
I think I would say yes.
Yeah, I think we want whatever advantage we can get.
Yeah, and we have one that has to be spent, so.
Yeah, so
that'll
bring us back down to 8.
That puts it at the ads. Well, it only adds 2, but that's still enough to 14.
Okay.
That brings our fellowship pool back to 8, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. You very clearly see, Warsong, as you kind of get closer, some figures moving around on the top of the island.
And the whole thing is raised, not just the north and the south sides.
Yeah. I mean the island is like a
mountain,
like a granite dome coming up out of the marsh. It's not mountain high. It's not even the size of something like Enchanted Rock, but it's that kind of shape. And you can very clearly see figures moving. It's hard because there's a pretty heavy mist, but there are definitely figures moving among the stones.
The human? Do they seem to be human or
Yeah, you'd say about man high.
Are they within bow shot?
They could be.
How many do I see?
With a great success, you see at least 5.
Okay. Do I think, based on my vantage point, do I think it's likely that there are more, or is that probably all of them?
Hard to say.
You said there was a shed on the east side.
On the east side, there are the dilapidated ruins of an old structure.
Is that where we faced that woman who poisoned herself?
Yes. Yeah.
You guys, what can you tell me about that place since you've been here before? Is there anything in there that?
Oh, but this crappy old loom.
There was a loom and an old woman last time.
Did we ever bury any people when we left?
We did.
I don't remember, that's all.
A loom, as in like you're making a rug or something?
She made shrouds for her sons. She expected them all to die. She
Which they did.
Yes, which they did. Now all of
As it happens, though, I didn't hit anybody that entire fight. Okay.
Was there anything in there that could be of use, like that was sharp or anything? I mean, should we go explore this thing, or
How sharp do you need it?
sharp enough to hit 5 people on top of a hill?
Don't you have a bow?
You can never have too many sharp things, Ongi.
I mean, I can use...
I mean, Margaret is starting to worry me a little bit.
I'm not exactly for sure if they will or not, but if there's 5 on the island already, I'm suspecting that some of them may be hidden up in those ruins.
Well,
Yes,
and
that's
if there's 5 lookouts pacing around, then I'm sure there's many, many more people on the actual island, right?
well, they knew how many of us were coming. I doubt they brought fewer than that.
They didn't know how many of us were coming.
They were in our camp.
Oh,
Yeah.
Right. They did hang a body at the wedding.
I don't suspect that that we will have any kind of numbers advantage.
Right, so
I can take 4 easy, 5 if I've had a good drink.
you should be drinking right now then. Just order up, friend.
Right.
How does Ragnar treat it? What is Ragnar's reaction to Hildura?
Kind of is like, why is my sister on my honeymoon? My honeymoon is bad enough. Like, nothing cramps your style on your honeymoon quite like your world-weary older sister.
What, are we going to wheelbarrow our way onto the island?
He's quoting from Princess Bride.
Right.
Send you the scene afterwards.
How about we send Hildura
I'm
up
sorry,
the
has PJ not seen The Princess Bride?
No, I have not.
All right,
Okay,
guys,
what?
we're stopping
Over.
the game. Everyone come over to my house right now.
Yeah.
Guys, I went to Alamo Draft House about a week, maybe a week ago. They had a Princess Bride movie party. It was pretty great.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
We went to one in Grapevine one time. It was amazing.
PJ, you are coming over to the house sometime in the next week or so to
Holy
watch
crap,
that.
PJ.
Day or so. That's
Yeah.
terrible.
It's
Hours,
the
like-
most important movie.
The fact that someone could live as long as you have and not see it is completely inconceivable.
My
I don't
children
even think that word
movie.
means what you think it means, but I agree.
You heard most of the movie in quotes, and you didn't realize that that's what we were quoting.
Oh, I
Like,
can't.
Basically, half the things I say are Princess Bride quotes.
Yeah.
Both in
There's
character and
not
out
a
of
single
character.
day of my marriage in which Sophie has not quoted The Princess Bride to me.
Does she say
As you wish.
good work, sleep well, I'll most likely kill you in the morning?
Every
She
night.
says that. Especially after after a RPG. She also says you mock my pain quite a bit, which my daughters have learned.
Mock my pain.
And sometimes I will say you mock my pain, and Tirza will say to me, "Life is pain, princess."
Also, it's amazing how many opportunities in life there is to say, he's only mostly dead.
It's surprising how often that comes up. Okay, but
chocolate.
Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to take it off the
Chocolate
No,
makes
it's
it go
okay.
down easier.
it's okay.
always have your wife.
It's very important that PJ has never actually been educated, so we'll have to do something about that. In the meantime,
It would be highly unexpected if we were to send Hildura up to attempt to seduce them.
That would
I
be
could do that, but all of them.
You said you could take 5 if you had enough to drink.
I meant
don't know what this is going at all.
I've never seduced that many men at once before. Wait. No.
all right, guys, what's the plan?
Does anyone have a better plan than just walking up and getting shot by arrows? I mean, I can try to stealth up, but it sounds like we don't have. It sounds like we can't really. It sounds like stealth isn't really going to be an option.
Well, Berard is about as stealthy as a rhinoceros in a Chinese.
In a China shop?
What, PJ? In a Chinese bamboo forest?
a rhinoceros. Anyway,
All right.
we could have a couple people on stealth that are good at stealth who maybe sneak around to coming up on a different side.
That's what I was thinking. Maybe just have the majority of us just sort of meet them up there, and some two people come around the back and check out the huts and make sure that we're not completely overwhelmed.
That
So our best idea right now is split the party.
Well, that was what happened last time. Remember, Warsong snuck around, and that's why we knew what was actually going on. She
All right.
snuck out the hut. She was the one on reconnaissance.
So stealthy people should sneak probably then.
Right.
I'm relatively stealthy.
Oh, you're not filthy.
So we'll sneak around back.
Okay, so
Not unstealthy. But I don't know.
you have stealth of 2 or more.
I've got 2.
I've got 0.
3. Do what?
I've got 0.
So not you.
All right.
Does
No,
anyone-
I have 3.
One thing, Warsong has 2 also, but Warsong also was singled out. So
Right. So she needs to be in the main party.
I'm thinking for her to not be there might be more distracting than it's worth.
Unless we tell them that she's on her honeymoon and then she jumps out and, stabs someone in the part. That would be dramatic, I'm just saying.
How is Ratcar on stealth?
I got a feeling with his personality, he's not much for stealth.
Wouldn't it
As
stealthy?
it happens, he is not much for stealth.
We're not 100% sure that those 5 people up there are the bad guys. I mean, there's a.
I mean,
I mean,
they probably are, but I mean,
They're on the Isle of Faces.
Yeah,
well,
I mean, unless they're pulling like a Batman Joker thing where he put, the bad guy masks on all the good guys. I think we're probably okay.
Oh, what good guys?
If we're convinced that they're bad, we could take up better positions down here, lob some arrows up at them, and let them come to us instead of us going to them.
Isn't it though the Isle of Faces? Like you're supposed to face people there. That's the whole thing. They call us out. Shouldn't we maybe like hear if they've got some other dire threats they want to level first?
Well, yeah. Then you get into having to parlay, and nobody has time for that.
I don't think it's going to take too long for them to decide that they've lured here to kill us. Lured us here to kill us.
Well, we know that they don't fight fair. Otherwise,
Right.
we would announce ourselves right now and say, hey, we're here to have our battle.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Did I see anything surrounding the island that made me think that there was anybody in wait not there, like on the outskirts?
You did not see anything that indicated that, no.
Okay. Well, I don't see how it would be significantly different fighting in the marshy, icky, muddy muck as opposed to solid ground on the island.
Well, I was just concerned that they had set up booby traps or something, and we're already playing into their hands by the fact that we came in the first place, which I cautiously remind everybody idea. It just seems like this is anything we could do to make them uncomfortable and to not do exactly what they expected us to do would, I think, be of benefit. Or not.
Well, I could always try to sneak up ahead and spy and come back and report.
If we're talking a bow shot away, would that make much of a difference? You could. Talamira could go ahead. But you'd be less likely to be noticed if we also went up.
Yes, but if I go if I go ahead to do some reconnaissance, and you guys are going and you guys go straight up, then my reconnaissance is pointless.
Okay.
Because I can't come back and report anything before we make a move because we've made our move.
Okay.
Right?
Then you do reconnaissance, and maybe does Calamarith also, or is it just Hildura?
Do you want me to go part of the way with you, maybe, or?
I think pairs might be a better idea in case we get into.
Okay, I can come.
But also, if there's two of us, we're twice as likely to get caught.
What's your body, Hildura? Or wait, no, it's not.
Okay, so we're going to sneak up behind the other building.
I think so.
Okay, let's do that. So, Richard, we want to sneak up behind the other building. So
and if they don't, do we have a time frame for when we go up if we don't hear from them?
Okay,
well, I have 2 stealth. I thought I had 3. Well, 2 is still okay.
Okay, so you've got. The plan is that Warsong, Hilduara, and who are going to recon?
No, just Hilduara and Calmarith.
Okay. Both of you go and give me stealth rolls.
Okay.
Hilduara.
TN 14.
Hey.
No pressure. Crap. I'll roll courage. Or I'll spend courage to stay alive.
How high would that bring that up? Because I'm pretty sure
you need a 16.
Okay.
The two of you kind of make your way crouched, and then as you get closer, you go down on your elbows and your knees and kind of army crawl your way up this slope towards the ruins of the hut. As you get up there, you see a little bit more. The mist is pretty, rising up from the marsh is pretty thick around the island. You do see what appear to be the shapes of 5 men. You would guess just by their clothing that they are Easterlings. Kind of standing around with bows and sabers, just sort of waiting for something. And then standing in their midst, kind of talking to them, and you see him occasionally sort of pointing to different parts of the island, giving them orders. You see a 6th figure who is definitely a dwarf. Not anybody either of you recognize.
Does he look like the kind of like backstabbing asshole who would have like from Angi's stories?
X.
I mean,
will that take an insight roll?
It's nobody you recognize. However, you do recognize Auggie's axe in his belt.
Oh. Yeah.
The hut itself is seems like it was pretty ramshackle to begin with, and it's fallen apart pretty much completely. The roof is caved in. There are the smashed ruins of an old loom inside with a half-finished, what probably many years ago was a half-finished shroud, as Warsong said. Now it's been mostly eaten away by animals. What hasn't been eaten away or taken away by gore crows for nests is just a few moldy fibers.
Now, remind me, you may have mentioned this in your earlier description, I missed it, but how big is this island? Like, what percentage of it are we seeing? Are we seeing a very small...
It's not terribly huge. The whole thing is probably 200 yards in diameter.
Okay. So are we pretty sure then that these are the 6 people that are on this island?
You are reasonably sure. If you want to sneak around a bit more, you can give me awareness tests, and then a second stealth roll to see if you can.
Can I do an awareness test to see if there's any more we see from over here?
Sure.
Before we sneak around and possibly alert them.
Yeah, what's your awareness?
I got a 16. That was a great success. Do I notice anything with that?
I'm checking my notes. You do not.
Okay.
As far as I can tell, this is it.
Well, we are here for, and remind me, how far away are we from the rest of the party? About, I got like
You
less
sort
than
of left
100
them
yards.
back down in the marsh. They're probably just out of bowshot of the island.
Okay. So let's sneak around a little more, or at least I'm going to sneak around a little bit more, I guess.
You do notice, with your great success, you do notice on the southern slope of the island, as you're sort of going up it, there's a faint gleam of something metallic underneath the moss and the stones.
Okay. I guess I'll head that way. You want me to roll stealth again?
Yep.
Calamirth, do you want to come or do you want to stay?
I
The advantage of staying is if something happens to me, you can see that and you can get back to the rest of the group faster or signal them faster. And we wouldn't be risking 2 stealth fails.
okay.
The advantage of going is you might be able to see something I don't if you get a better awareness test.
So you're going to the south end of the island. We're approaching from the south. Too,
He's going up the east end of the island. That's where both of you are.
Okay,
right
but
now.
the south was where you saw something in the gleaming in the.
No, the gleam. That's just farther up the slope. Up the approach closer towards the Ring of Stones.
Oh, okay.
Closer to the baddies.
I guess I'll stay back for now.
All right. I'm gonna try to go. Oh!
All right. Hildewara,
Burps really loudly.
as you kind of make your way up, because you're up on a bare hill, I'm assuming you're still like hands and knees at this point. So as you're sort of creeping your way up the slope towards that glint of metal that you saw, I need you to give me a protection test.
Bear traps.
Protection.
I mean, it would snap.
What do I roll for
Armor.
Armor.
Yay!
All right, so the good news is you do not lose your left arm to the bear trap that snaps shut around it.
On the bright side.
However, there is a bear trap. Metallic teeth, looking down at it, you're pretty sure it's a fine dwarven craftsmanship. And the metallic teeth bite deep into your skin. You lose 4 points of endurance. And also, they have definitely seen you. You are currently trapped, you are prone, and you are not able to use your left arm because it is in a bear trap.
This is
I take 4.
How do I give back the signal that we're...
Now,
I don't know if there's a polite Elvish word for what I want to say.
I did notice the fine dwarven craftsmanship of this. Yes. I'm glad you pointed that out.
Yes. So
The first thing I saw.
as it clamps around your arm, you kind of give it an involuntary kind of and as you do so, the Easterlings and the dwarf kind of turn around, and the dwarf can't quite hear what he says, but he says something, points at you, and 2 of the Easterlings come running towards you with their sabers drawn.
All right.
Oh shoot! Well,
Did we hear the
I was gonna say, do we hear something or see them running?
aircraft?
You're just out of bowshot, and there's a lot of mist.
But Catamir sure does, so she can notify y'all pretty quick.
Right?
What's that?
I could see the 5 guys moving around when I was exploring.
You could, yeah, but I mean that was kind of exploring up close, and you could just see shapes moving around. Like you couldn't, you guys cannot see what is happening right now. No. All right.
But Calamirth can.
Yeah, Calamari.
Yeah, Calamari definitely can.
But she's got to get word to us.
Start something on fire!
All right.
So,
Hildewara.
how close am I to the
Oh, you're probably 20 yards back. You're not far.
to the hut?
Oh, you're probably right up on the hut.
Can I set it on fire? How long would that take?
Do you have the fire making? I mean, it's pretty wet wood.
Yeah.
Okay, I
It's been
don't.
sitting in a marsh for 10 years. All right. So, Calamirth, you decide what you want to do. Hildewara, these 2 Easterlings run up towards you with sabers drawn, and one of them says, well, what do we have here? It seems the first of the pawns has fallen into our little trap. And here, let me cut you out of that. And he brings the sword down on top of you. Your parry rating is halved, and you are unable to change stances.
So I'm assuming I'm in the forward stance, yes?
You can be in the open stance since that's where you were, but you are unable to change stances. You also take 5 points of damage, and I need you to immediately give me another armor test against TN14.
Do we hear the clanking of the sword? Maybe?
You might hear Hilduara's involuntary scream of pain.
Okay.
Is it too late for her to try and seduce them?
Nothing less sexy than a woman caught in a bear trap.
I mean, it depends on what you're into.
I was going to say, let's just not go there.
No.
The TN would definitely be higher.
I
All right,
that.
you are also wounded. As you're kind of like struggling there in the bear trap, one of the Easterlings just brings the saber down right onto your back, and you feel this sort of crunch as one of the ribs in your back, kind of just below your shoulder blade, kind of gives way, and you are bleeding pretty heavily.
Okay.
All right.
Does he only have a 0 in his armor?
Yes,
Are you not wearing armor? That seems unlikely.
I'm wearing. Oh wait, I'm wearing a leather corselet and a cap of iron and leather. I should probably have more than 0.
You should have more than 0. Yes, so you should go figure that out.
Let me look at my.
That's a 2 in armor, and then the 1 in headgear. Is that on your sheet?
The headgear gives +1 to the roll. So you need to add 2 d6s to that roll, Jonathan.
Okay.
Yeah, let's figure that out.
All right.
Hey!
Hey! Not wounded!
All right, you are not wounded. However, you do take 5 points of damage, and the other one is going to go ahead and make his attack.
Okay.
You take another 5 points of damage.
Okay.
All right. So as these two guys are wailing on you, Hilduara, the rest of you, Kelly Meredith, what are you doing?
Wait. I don't get to fight back?
You can certainly try.
Okay. I'm going to. I don't think I can wield. I don't think I can wield my great spear one-handed.
Spear is a two-handed weapon.
But I'm going to grab my axe and try to chop at the one that hit me. I guess the first guy that hit me.
All right. The difficulty will be raised by 2 because you are prone on the ground with your arm in a bear trap.
Yeah. That makes sense. And that's also, I'm not using that arm, just to clarify.
Could he?
Okay, choose a target. I guess it doesn't matter which one. I'm just going to click on the. No tokens are selected. All right, I'm not sure why that's not working. Says I attempted to use a roll command looking for the value of second token, but no tokens are.
You gotta click your token.
Did.
And click axe.
Okay, right there. Yeah.
And
I click on that. Okay. That worked.
All right. That should not be versus TN5 though. So that tells me the API is crashed. Hold on. I think.
But I still got a 15.
And a great success.
15 minus 2. So 13.
What was his target number? Not the 5, obviously.
I gotta restart the sandbox though. Okay. Let me just make sure that Hilduara's token is appropriately set up for combat, and that's not what is breaking things. Stupid little JavaScript API. One little thing wrong, and it just crashes. You know.
Hildora, are you fighting silently? Are you making noise?
I'd say I'm probably grunting.
In a very ladylike manner.
Ugh.
No, Jeremy, this isn't Happy Tree Friends.
All right, hold on. I'm going to make a test roll here just to see if it's working now. Yeah, that's right. All right, so you needed a 14 and you got a 13. Do you want to spend a point?
Yes. Well, a point of courage.
Okay. All right, so how much does the courage raise your roll by?
It's my body score, right?
Yes.
So favored or no?
No.
Probably no. 5. Raise it by 5.
Okay, so that gets you to 18. Okay. You strike out at the Easterling, flailing with your axe, and just as you think it is about to hit, it leaps out of the way with, dare I say, snake-like speed.
What?
Please imagine my pixelated hands. Oh, that's the worst ability.
What are you doing?
Okay.
What are you doing, Calimere?
All right, Kelly, what you doing?
Can I stay more or less in cover behind the house?
Chicken,
Like,
come save me.
Shoot them.
You can certainly attempt to do so.
I'm in a bear trap with 3 people standing over me, bleeding out.
Just
all
2
right.
people.
I mean, okay. If I go run out and like engage them, they'll be able to see that, right? Like from.
I mean, if you yell.
At what point can we start moving in?
Well,
once-
I'm going to be yelling, so
All right.
so I'm going to intimidate foe, which I'm pretty sure involves yelling.
All right.
Right.
You also have a magical sword.
Let's
Yes,
see.
this will come in very handy.
So basically, the last like 30, 40 minutes we spent like plotting and talking about like the best approach has like completely been fluffed now.
So,
Welcome
in
to
other words,
RPGs.
This is every RPG ever.
Okay, so
Had a plan, muffed it.
yeah, I don't think I add anything for being. I add something for forward stance just a sec, but I think that's only on attack rows. Wait. Sorry, I don't know where my notes are on this sheet. Well, all right. So
And that'll do. I
okay.
will take it.
So
Well, no, it's more for her because she.
I add my valor to the amount of hate that they lose. So I think they lose 2 points on a regular success, or is it 1 point?
It's 2 points.
2 points. Okay, so they lose 5 points of hate on that.
All right. All right. Calimere the elf suddenly leaps forward from the shadows. And as she does so, she raises the sword Atharangi aloft. A bright light, almost like a flame, leaps from it. And in that moment, the rest of you know that crap is going down.
Well, I'll guess that be the signal.
Berard's going to run
All right.
toward.
So the rest of you give me athletics tests.
As they're running up, I like when they are close enough that they will be able to hear this. I want to yell out that they need to watch out for bear traps.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Good job, guys.
All right, I guess I need an athletics test. On this really low, if my leg doesn't get cut off. Just It's
Alright.
near forward.
And let me know if you're going north or east or west entrance.
Well, Berard was going to head toward towards Calimere.
I'll do the east entrance by the hut.
I guess if they're going, then that's where we'll go too.
Okay.
George.
So you're all going to the east entrance.
Right, we're looping around to go from the
All
hut
right.
side.
Everybody give me athletics rolls to see how quickly you get there.
I got a Gandalf on mine.
Oh, snap. Oh, yeah.
The dwarf can run!
I mean, I sure am told they're natural sprinters.
They're very dangerous over short distances, yes. All right, so Warsong, what'd you get?
I can spend.
Okay.
Wait, can I spend company?
Yes, I'm fine with
Sure.
So we're at 7 now by my count.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, Balder, you got an ordinary success?
that. Yes.
Berengar.
Berard.
He's dead.
Berard. I'll get it right one day. You'll be
No,
dead
you
by
won't.
then. Okay. All right. The four of you, along with Ragnar, begin running toward the island. It's going to take you a couple of rounds to get there. Every round, you will be able to make an athletics test again to try to increase your time of arrival. But currently, Angi and Worsong are kind of running out in front of everybody else, and Margaret, Berard are coming behind. And
Ragnar's with us, I assume?
he is with you. I'm going to roll for him. Because I don't have enough to do.
Can I, for checking off purposes, can I use bold for?
Sure.
Okay.
All right. Ragnar is chugging along as well.
Would that one row get us within bowshot range?
Angi and Warsong are both in bowshot.
Okay.
Berard is not. Ragnar is not. Margaret is not. All right.
As far as rounds go, can I take a shot now?
That was your turn, so you can do so in your next round.
Okay.
All right. Calimere, as you step forward with a blazing sword, the dwarf in front of the pack chuckles a bit and says, "Oh, I think I'm gonna enjoy this. You're Angi's little friend, right?" Yeah, and he pulls. You hear a rasping sound as he pulls Angi's axe out of the loop at his belt. "I am going to enjoy killing each of his friends one by one with his own axe. And you know, when I'm finished with you, I think I'll find his pretty little lady friend." And he steps forward and attacks you with Angi's axe.
She just says, that only works if you can tell. I mean, maybe he thinks she's a lady friend,
All right,
but...
and I get to reroll.
Well, you're saying that.
I get to reroll one of these d6s. All right, so you take 9 points of damage, Calimere.
My axe is amazing.
Forward and starts laying into you with Angi's axe. All right, Calimere, it is your turn. Oh wait, sorry, Easterling's still got to go. So these two guys are going to continue to try to cut down Hilduara. She lies on the ground. What's your parry, Hilduara? It's 4, so it's reduced to 2. That still misses. You manage to sort of roll out of the way as your arm is still stuck in this trap. Unfortunately, the other one hits you, and I will. You take 5 points of damage, and I will need another armor check from you, please, against TN14. All right.
Hey,
Like a
We're gonna
boss.
continue for the moment.
Stay alive.
okay. 5 points of damage.
The other 3 Easterlings.
Down to
Yes.
10 endurance.
Yes. The other 3 Easterlings rush forward, sabers drawn, but they don't attack anybody quite yet as they're still trying to assess the situation. That is... so Callie Merith is your turn, and then Hildawara, and then everybody can give me another athletics roll.
Should I take another intimidate foe, or should I fight back?
Well,
Fight back.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know what the dwarves is, but all the Easterlings have snake-like ability, and the more hate you can take away them, the better off we'll be in this fight. But at the same time, you're getting hit by an axe that's like way too good for its own benefit. If you are going to attack, I would probably move to a different stance if you can.
I get an extra dice if I attack in open, though.
Oh.
Dang it. No, because my friends are not here yet.
Well, I'm here. I can attack.
Okay.
I can't. Longi can. Well, Longi doesn't have a bow, so.
Right. It's a little bit like chopsticks.
I'm gonna.
What you doing, Callie Merith?
Okay, I'm gonna go to open. I'm gonna play it a little bit safe. And I'm gonna attack.
All right. You attacking Floey?
Where is he?
He's this little ugly dwarf right out here.
Yes.
All right.
All right.
The injury rating on that sword is ridiculous.
Just making sure something. Okay. All right. That
He's protected
hits.
by the power of jerkitude.
So you hit for 5 points of damage. All right. And then Hildawara, what are you doing?
All right. So, what's it going to take for me to wrestle out of this bear trap?
Give me an athletics test.
All right. What's my TN?
It'll be 16.
Okay.
But that does not work.
So, if I add a 5, that would not do it.
Nope.
Okay.
All right. Warsong, you may make a ranged attack at this time.
Okay. I am shooting the dwarf.
So that means. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh man! Ah. Okay.
What's wrong?
Still, I mean, 21 damage.
Say that it was a piercing called shot, and I didn't say it before I rolled, and I'd even. Okay. Anyway. Okay. Cool.
All right. So you still do 11 points of damage.
What?
Yes, but it's not a piercing. Okay. Cool. 11 is great.
All right. The arrow definitely hits Floey, and he kind of staggers back from the impact and shouts something to the Easterlings who come rushing towards you, Warsong. All right. Everybody else can give me athletics rolls.
All the Easterlings?
No, not all of them. At least one of them will stay back to finish with
No.
you.
All right. I have to. Can I roll my extra die now, or do I have to say it beforehand? Don't I?
You have to say it beforehand.
Dang it. I don't have any courage. Someone mind if I spend a? Well, could I even make it? A 6? I probably can't. Wait. Hey! That's +9.
Yeah, does stiff neck apply here?
It applies to everything but custom.
Okay. Cool.
At least I slowed down a bit.
All right. So you made your roll.
I did.
Okay. All right.
I can see Floey there with my axe.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You can definitely see Floey there with your axe. Okay, as you guys are all rushing forward.
Watch out for bear traps.
You see two figures step out from behind the stone pillars with bows drawn.
Man.
And one of them is going to shoot at you, Ongi. Ongi, you take 5 points of damage.
Where? Am I on this map yet? No. I am not in the forward stance.
Well. You appear to be in the forward stance.
Well, I would have chosen that first, but.
Sorry, say what?
I wouldn't have chosen to be put there at first, but.
Okay. All right. Well, you take. That would have hit you anyway. So you take 10 points of damage, and I need you to give me an armor test, Berard. Thank you, Jeremy.
What's the armor? 14. Oh man. I could not make that.
All right. Berard slips and falls on the ground next to you, Warsong, with an arrow in his chest. And as he sort of staggers back to his feet, you can see he's bleeding pretty heavily. Let us never say those words again, Augusta. Let us just agree. I'm sure there's a Tumblr for that, but let's just agree never to speak of this again. All right, Chloe swings his great axe at you again, Calimirith. Calimirith, you take another 9 points of damage, and let's see if we can make it better. Nope. All right.
Need that axe back.
Yeah,
You said 9 points of damage?
9 points of damage.
I think I'm in the oopsies in the weary hole.
All right, Hildewara, one of the Easterlings stabs at you again. You take 8 points of damage. And the other Easterlings are going to run off and down to meet the rest of the party. So at this point, everybody but... nope, yeah, at this point everybody is in the fight now. Because the fight has come to you. So this guy's going to be attacking Ragnakar. This guy's going to be attacking Berard. And then these two are... See, Warsong is... You're back in the rearward stance. All right. This guy's going to also attack Ragnakar. And this guy is going to also attack Ongi. Right. So, Ongi. That misses you. And Berard. That hits you for 5 points of damage.
Are you alive still, man?
I am still alive. I've got 12 points
These
of
two
endurance.
guys are attacking Ragnakar.
I've still got 2 points of endurance.
That one
so
misses. And that one hits Ragnakar for 8 points of damage, and Ragnakar will need to make a protection test.
Crap.
I can't do anything about that unless I'm defensive, right?
That's right. But that is okay, because Ragnakar, he got skills. He specifically has Bearskin. When you're hit by your piercing blow in combat, you may choose to reduce your endurance score by a number of points before rolling for protection. So his armor is 2. So I'm going to reduce his endurance by an additional 2 and roll against a TN of 12.
Come on.
he's okay. See, Margus, Maltok both attacked. Chloe attacked. Yeah, that's it. So Berard and Angi, you're up first.
Can I shove past this jerk? I mean, I suppose I could kill him, but I feel like I need to be after Chloe.
Who has the highest inspire in the group? Or song?
I have 3 in song, so I was planning on doing a rally comrades this round.
All right.
All right, so Berard and Angi, what are you guys doing?
Is there any way to get past this guy?
You can spend your turn making an athletics roll to break away.
Or I could kill the bastard.
Or you could kill the bastard.
All right, I will kill him.
All right, so you're fighting the top right guy.
Okay, top right guy. Got it. All right, give me a second to figure out how I'm doing. I need my shield. I don't want to die, so.
I'm attacking the top left guy.
All right, one at a time.
Yeah, go and do that. Swing at knife.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and spin my bonus. Cheat sheet. So, 9. Here. Left. Bada bing, bada boom.
All right.
I've got one more 1d6 to roll.
Also, you're miserable.
Yes. Ooh. So that's a 14.
All right, so you do 10 points of damage, and you have triggered a bout of madness.
I have.
So
I thought it didn't in battle.
It totally does in battle. I don't know why people keep saying that. Yeah, there's nothing in the rules that says it doesn't in battle, and I'm not saying the bout of madness is happening right now, but it has been triggered. Just so you know, you also have a cold shot coming your way. All right, Berard, you take your spear and thrust it into the side of the Easterling that you're fighting, gouging him deep, but you are still staggering, trying to recover from the wound that you took. Angi, what are you doing?
I spend one of my success die, and I'm going to go ahead and make a savage blow called shot.
Okay.
So if successful, the player inflicts an additional loss of endurance equal to the attacker's close combat damage rating.
Okay.
So basically double damage. Okay. So I'm going to roll my X.
Equal to your close combat damage.
Damage rating, right?
Okay.
So you said the guy on the right?
Uh-huh.
And I am rolling an extra. Yes! All right.
Go ahead and roll that. Okay.
And then the extra dice. So.
Okay. Unfortunately, just as your savage blow is about to hit, he leaps out of the way with snake-like speed.
Even at 23?
23 doesn't.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see the extra 5. No. He can't. Sorry, he can't ride that off. His snake-like speed is an ability that the Easterlings have that basically lets them double their parry rating after you make the attack. But their parry.
Still only be a 16.
That would be plenty. What? No. Yeah. No. His parry rating is high enough. This should be able to 65.
The 6 plus 5 is 11, and if he doubles that,
yeah, 16. No, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
So,
all right.
Basic math, Richard.
I'm gonna remember that you gave me a hard time about this, PJ.
All right. So
PJ, did you really just say basic math, Richard, while we were in combat right after you triggered a bout of madness?
He did.
So damage-wise,
I'm gonna just remember this the next time that PJ struggles with basic math, so I can.
I have a feeling the next bout of madness will have some basic addition in it.
That you have to do against the timer. All right, Kalimarith and Hilduara.
How is he dead? He's not dead.
Sorry. I'm sorry. PJ was giving me a hard time about math. You did 11 plus an additional 5 damage bonus. Right?
Yes. So 16.
All right, yeah, that's just enough to kill him.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to rally comrades.
Which one? Is it the ignore weariness or the gain hit points?
Wait.
I guess I can go ahead and read Shadow.
It's regaining hit points. Arg. Hold on. That's. If I spend for that, it's still we're only gonna get
6.
1, right? So
It'll be 2.
wait.
Be everyone
It
regains
says
2 endurance.
during this combat, regain 1 on great success, 2 on extraordinary,
Yeah,
3.
but remember what's on the mat is 1 lower than it should be. So.
Oh, okay. Should I spend for that?
It's up to you.
I mean, if not now, when?
Yeah, I mean, otherwise this this turn was essentially useless for me. So, okay, I'm going to spend a point of hope. So everybody gets 2 points of endurance back.
Excellent. It is good to have the elf.
Said everyone
All right.
gets 2
Yeah.
Everyone.
Kelly Meredith, you try to take a step back out of the reach of Floey/Ongi's axe and begin singing a song of rest and healing, trying to bolster the morale of your companions. It is Ragnar or Hildewar. It's your turn.
So did we get it? Did we get to?
Yes.
Yes.
So I'm not actually wounded now, or am I wounded? I didn't actually get wounded, right?
You are not. Did you make your other roll a minute ago?
He hit me with my other roll, but I made the parry.
Yeah.
So
East Wheeling Warrior. Yeah. You're not wounded.
Okay.
You're just pretty not doing great.
Yeah. Well, okay. Yeah, cool. I'm not wounded, which unfortunately means
You don't get
my
to
Furious
Berserker
doesn't
rage.
do anything.
Right.
But also I don't immediately die if I get to 0. So, all right. I'm gonna wrestle out of this because I'm pretty much useless if I can't get out of it. So I'm going to do athletics again.
Mm-hmm.
With a TN 16, you said.
Mm-hmm.
Is 10. Crap. I needed athletics. I have a 5 in body.
Ah, so
Quite
close.
enough. Okay.
Not
Well,
enough,
wait,
sorry.
athletics is a favored thing, so can I use my favorite?
Oh yeah,
body support?
yeah.
Then I get an 18.
All right. So Hildar, you manage. You take another 3 points of damage as you wrench your arm out of the bear trap, and there are deep marks where the teeth of the bear trap just like ripped out long strips of the flesh of your arm. But you are free.
I can't move to defensive stance now in the same turn, can I?
You can move. No, you have to move at the start of the round.
Okay.
All right. It's Ragnar's turn. He's going to attack one of these guys with a great spear and hits him for 9 points of damage. You hear a loud grunt as Ragnar swings the butt of his great spear around and clocks one of these guys across the side of the head. Margot and Warsong, you are up.
This is a called shot at Floyd.
All right.
Piercing.
Oh.
Nope. All right, Margot, what are you doing?
I'm gonna shoot with my great bow. At the handsome guy.
Okay. I assume you mean Floey.
No, I mean the one up here.
Somebody's not bad looking. It's got. Oh.
I didn't make it.
All right, that misses. That really
Yeah.
super misses. Also, you have a called shot coming your way. Speaking of called shots, Berard. We're going to start out with Margaz shooting you with his step bow.
We know his name now.
That's an ordinary success, so unfortunately does not do anything. However, the Easterling you're fighting is going to attack you with his sword. That just misses you. Maltok is going to aim at Angi with his bow. Angi, you take 5 points of damage, and I need an armor test.
Oh, you son of a gun. All right. Let's just start by knocking this down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And armor test. Come on.
You're okay in terms of armor, but the arrow does glance off your helmet and kind of stuns you a bit. Floey swings his great axe once again at you, Kalimirith.
Oh no!
You take 15 points of damage, and I will need an armor test.
Okay, well, I am unconscious, and I'm going to use my 2 bonus dice on this armor test.
All right.
Roll.
Hold on. There's some special rules with this axe.
They're all?
So hang on before you make your roll. Where is...
Oh, wow.
Here he is. Let's see here. Okay. You are forced... should Floey roll an Eye of Sauron during the following round, his opponent rolls a... okay, it's following round. So... Okay, so it doesn't affect this roll. Okay, go ahead.
Oh.
That is not 20.
But you get 2 more.
Okay?
There we go.
That's
That is exactly
20.
20.
All right, you are unconscious but not dead. Hilduwara, the Easterling that you are fighting, swings out and hits you, sadly missing you completely, because otherwise he would have completely wrecked you. This Easterling is actually going to move up and attack Berard.
So that knocks me. How much damage do I take?
You don't take any because it missed you.
Oh. Oh, right.
Berard, you take 5 more points of damage as this Easterling moves up to engage with you. While this one kind of staggers, reeling from Ragnarkar's blow, and attacks him. Just missing. Okay. Berard and Angi, it is your turn.
Is Berard conscious?
Yes, I am conscious.
Okay.
Hilduar, what's your inspire?
My inspire?
Yes.
I'm not the inspiring type. I have 1 inspire. I have 3 awe though.
We need somebody to like.
But I think that's more used in. I don't know about its battle usefulness.
What?
Awe.
Awe takes away hate.
Yeah, it takes away hate. Awe and battle take away hate, and somebody needs to be taking away hate right now.
Okay. I can do that.
I'm good at that, but I'm also.
Once I get into my defensive stance.
You have a 3 in song, don't you, Warsong?
I have a 3 in song, and I have a 3 in battle.
Yes, the answer is you still need to move to close with Floey, Angi.
Dang it. Okay.
Gotta give me
All
another
right.
athletics roll.
Athletics.
All right, so Berard, did you decide what you were doing?
I will use my stiff neck
Alright.
on dwarves, and I will close with
Okay.
Floey.
You have still not closed with Floey, but you're getting closer.
Well, is Warsong going to inspire this round, or do I need to move up and do it?
I think you better do it because I can actually target Floy, and if I can get that axe, then
Well,
I can be back in business again.
Right.
Okay, I'm going to move up to open and then
Okay.
roll for inspire.
All right.
I can do this. I'm going to spend a point of hope to make that a great success.
All right. So everybody recovers 3 endurance.
Does it mean I'm conscious again?
You are
Yes,
conscious
sir.
again, Kelly Meredith.
Conscious again.
You can actually attack.
You can.
Conscious again.
Should I move forward and do intimidate foe?
I think you should consider it.
Yeah. Okay. So.
All right.
The hits
The
are gonna.
we've talked about this before, but the forward stance is already gone. So if you want to move into forward stance,
Okay.
then you won't have a turn this round.
Okay.
Because it breaks the initiative cycle.
All right.
Basically, you just sort of wake up. You can lash out if you want to, or also try to inspire. or
I'm gonna
to-
also try to inspire.
Okay.
Are you? Is this hit points or ignore weariness?
Hit points. Okay, that's 10. That is not a great success, though.
Would be +2.
Well, should I spend for that?
I mean, every little bit helps right now.
Probably. Okay. At what point should I start spending company hope? I've got.
I would be fine with it. It's good for everybody.
All right, I'm going to spend a company hope then. So everybody gets 2 points of endurance back.
All right. Very good. Hildewara, it is your turn. It appears you are free. Jonathan?
Okay. Oh, sorry. I was reviewing the. Okay. So, in order to use Intimidate Foe, I must be in the forward stance.
That is correct.
Which sucks.
Yeah, you got to move. You move stance at the beginning of the round.
So, I'm moving to the forward stance.
If you move to the forward stance now, you won't be able to.
That's what I wanted to do, but
If I move to forward stance now, then yes, I know he'll be attacking me in the forward stance, but it's the only way I can intimidate him. Can't
Yeah,
intimidate
right.
him from the back.
You don't get to take the forward stance action this turn because the forward stance is already gone. Remember that the stances are initiative, so that's like saying, I want to move my initiative from 3 to 20. But 20's already gone. We're on 3
I
now.
tried to move there at the end of my last turn, and you said it had to be at the beginning of this turn.
It's at the beginning of the round. So right after the bad guys go, then you're all up, and then you can move yourselves around. It's all right. Go ahead and do it. It's fine.
Okay.
Go ahead and do it.
So, so after the bad, I'm sorry, I'm kind of out of order from the rest of them.
It's fine.
It's like,
So after the bad guys go, that's when you move yourself in a stance.
okay,
Because it affects the whole, yeah.
okay. I'm sorry, I missed the opportunity, but I did say I was moving stance last turn too. Okay, so let me roll for awe and see if this is actually awe-inspiring or if this is very depressing. So I'm going to spend a point of courage, which is probably my last. Yeah, that's my last point of courage. In order to get that up to a 19. So Hildewar is going to kind of stand up with her bloodied shoulder raise its spear and just kind of like instead of just like bringing it down on the guy that's been like wailing down on her, she's just going to kind of stand and kind of tower over him and stare at him with all the fierceness that a Bjorning half covered in blood can have.
All right, give me an intimidate foe roll.
I just did.
Yeah.
And then I got an 11, but I'm getting a +8 because it's a favorite, and I just spent my last point of courage.
Okay. All right. You are quite intimidating.
So they lose 2 hate points because it wasn't a great success.
Right. Okay. Ragnakar is up. He's going to attack this guy with a great spear again. Just misses. And Warsong and Mirkwood, you're up.
All right, I'm bow shotting again.
I think Warsong's going to prepare a shot. Aiming for Floy.
All right. That just misses. Mirkwood. Do you want to spend a point of hope?
Okay, I have one more point of courage. I'll go ahead and spend that.
All right, so that'll make it a great success. So that'll hit for 11 points of damage. Yeah, you definitely have his attention. All right, Warsong.
I'm preparing shot, which means I don't roll this round,
right.
but next round
Is automatic piercing.
automatic piercing if.
Yep. Okay, very good. All right, starting up. Margaz is going to shoot at Berard again. Berard, you take 5 points of damage, and I need you to give me another armor test. Dude, Augusta, you are my friend because you know what that is.
I've never actually watched it, but I know what it is.
That's all you need.
Hey!
All right.
Still alive. Still alive.
Okay. And then this guy is also going to attack Berard. Berard, you take 8 points of damage, and I will need you to make an armor test. All right.
I am spending a point of hope for that.
All right. You are at 1 wound and 0 endurance, I believe.
What?
Because
I am.
you're at 8 endurance and you just took 8 damage, so you should be at 0 endurance now, because of basic math. So Berard is dying. He needs immediate medical treatment, which can't happen during the fight, or he will be dead.
I thought you said you were spending a point of hope.
He spent the point of hope for the protection test. But
So he's not dead, right?
Yeah, he's not dead, but he is dying.
Oh, okay.
All right. And then this other guy is going to rush forward and attack Angi. Missing. And this guy is going to attack Hilduara. Hilduara, you take like 8 damage.
What? Are you sure it's not 5 damage like it has been?
It is 8 because it's a great success.
Yeah, but 5's a better number for it to be.
Yeah, but it's 8, so I think it puts you at 0.
Yeah.
All right, Hilduara drops beneath the saber of one of the Easterlings, just a bloody mass at this point, from ripping her own arm out of a bear trap and then getting cut down. And Flowey is going to swing Angi's axe at Kelly Mirith.
Douchebag!
Kelly Mirith, you take 9 points of damage.
Oh.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let's see if we can make it better. Hey, you take
Gosh
15
darn it.
points of damage.
I hate my axe so much right now.
Augie, as you're running up the hill, just kind of huffing and puffing, this Easterling jumps out, and you're forced to stop and fight him. You sort of see in your peripheral vision, Calimirith goes down before your axe, and Floy turns kind of towards you and grins as his axe is now covered in the blood of your comrades and says, "Oh, you're gonna come and fight me?" And let's see, Maltok is gonna take a shot at you, Margood. Margood, you take 10 points of damage. Because that was that's an automatic piercing blow, but it hit its edge anyway. So, Margood, I need you to give me a protection test against TN14.
Did you see that, Ben?
Yes, I did see that. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, I'm looking for armor. Hang on. I'm sorry. Where's the armor thing that I have to roll?
It should be on the right-hand side.
I thought it was down. Oh, I see it. I'm sorry. I'm not 100% with it right now. Against 14. Okay, I missed.
All right. So you are wounded. You hit Maltok with the arrow, and then he just sort of like pulls it out, knocks the same arrow to the string, and sends it back at you, and hits you right below the collarbone. Blood begins to spurt out, and you are wounded. All right, and that just leaves this Easterling attacking Ragnakar, who hits Ragnakar for some damage, and Ragnakar is going to need to make another armor test. All right, Ragnakar.
I do have a question.
Yes.
Is it even possible to have a parry of 1?
Yeah. For like a monster, probably not a PC. All right, Ragnakar is wounded, which I think means that he gets to be furious now. You see the Easterling's saber becomes slick with blood as Ragnakar staggers back, and suddenly Ragnakar's demeanor, which is usually really calm, like his eyes suddenly just become bloodshot as he goes into a rage. Top of the round, Angie, it is your turn.
Top of the round, so change stances
Yes,
if you want.
so if you want to change stances and you're not unconscious.
You're so conscious, yeah.
All right, so I got another one of these guys in front of me.
Yep.
All right.
Now, if there's anyone that can give a couple points of endurance that will like make us not unconscious, there's 2 people unconscious right now, or 3?
It's
3.
Ragnakar and I.
Yeah, Ragnakar, Warsong, Margood, and Angie.
Oh, Margaret's still up. Okay.
I mean, the more people that are up, the more hits we can get in.
Make sure you mark yourself as wounded on your sheet, Jeremy.
Warsong can't because I spent around preparing shot.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and also savage blow this guy, and I am gonna go ahead and spend one more my last battle die.
Rich, I checked the little box next to wounded. Is that what you meant?
That's fine.
Okay, yeah, I did.
And I'm gonna do another d6.
Okay, so
17. So that is a called shot. So provided he doesn't duck out of the way, which he probably will.
no, he doesn't quite have it. All right. So that is going to finish off that guy. All right, so as Flo is sort of standing at the top of the hill taunting you, you swing your axe, cutting down another one of the Easterlings who has gotten in your way, trying to make your way up to the hill towards your enemy.
You should all just stop getting in my way.
It's Ragnar's turn. He's going to take his great spear and try to finish off this Easterling. And I think it's been a point of hope to
I was
make
going to
that.
say.
Which should do enough damage to kill that guy. Warsong and Margood, you are up.
All right. I am aiming at Floyd. And I got, I'm going to use an extra battle dice.
Okay.
He's dead when I get there. All right.
Then I do get one more.
Mm-hmm.
And that's an automatic piercing shot, too.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well,
All right, so you do 7 points of damage. All right, and then good old Floey has to make an armor test. But I'm not worried, because Floey's got this. He's got this. Let's see here. Okay. It's against 18. That's not great. Oh, no! You see Floey as Floey is kind of laughing and waving the axe at you, Angi, all of a sudden Warsong's arrow.
can it be his wrist? Like,
Well, if it's his wrist, it won't be a wound.
okay, fine. Fine. We'll wound him.
He looks down at his chest. And he turns to the Easterlings, and he says, "Remember our deal. Finish them off." And he staggers backward into the mist and disappears.
No. He can go into the mist.
Why not?
What can I do to stop him from going into the mist?
So let me be clear. Is he breaking away from combat right now?
Nobody is in combat with him, so no.
I have been shooting him this whole time. I'm
Yes,
totally
you're
combat.
not in melee with him. You are welcome to.
I mean, if he's breaking out of combat, doesn't that mean they get a
No,
That's D&D, man.
that is not this game, buddy.
Yeah.
Well, the Easterlings were able to do it.
Do what?
No, that was something different.
Oh, hey, are we down to 2 Easterlings? I missed that. That's cool.
And
All
two
Well,
other.
4 Easterlings, technically.
All right, he got a 26 and an extraordinary success for his movement roll.
Bastard!
Good grief.
So yes, he is breaking away from combat. Are you happy?
No, I am not. I am decidedly not happy. He has my axe.
You hear a voice calling from the mist. I'm going after your little dwarven girlfriend next.
Oh, don't have a dwarven girlfriend.
Joke's on you.
All right. That was Margood. Did you take your turn?
I'm going now.
Okay.
Gee, Christmas.
Nope. That will not hit.
There has to be somebody on the Isle of Faces that cannot hit and make sure the rest of us do okay. It's part of the deal.
All right.
It was me last time.
These 2 Easterlings run forward towards you, Angi, with swords drawn. One of them misses you. And the other one also misses you.
Nice.
It's like I said, I'm in Dwarven Bullet mode now.
All right. Margaz is going to take a shot at, I think, Warsong. And just barely misses her. Maltok is going to aim a shot at you, Angi. hits you, you take 10 points of damage, and you will need to give me a protection test.
Whew. Okay, I'll believe that is officially the weary hole.
It's everyone's favorite hole.
Wait, no, it's not. Wait, no, it is. Yes, it is.
Where do you want to go with this, Ben?
All right, and then I need to do a protection test to see if this is making my life worse or not. Okay, here we go. Yes.
Wow, that was surprisingly close.
Yeah. Well, still alive.
All right.
Weary hell.
Although you're weary, so that 3 and that 1 don't count.
Gosh, darn it.
Right?
That is correct.
That is
So 9.
Can you buy that off?
I can buy that off. I'll go ahead and spend another point of hope to go and buy that off because that'll get me.
Well, if the
Where's
three
our hope pool at right now?
I haven't spent any of the company hope. That's my hope.
What's your hope?
Got
You mean
6.
Your
My
courage?
hope is 10. My total shadow is 9. So,
Spend company hope.
much obliged. If that's everyone else is okay with that.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's it at now then?
5.
Five.
Five.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Oh.
So yeah, I'm unwounded but weary.
All right, Ragnar. Okay, so that was the 2 of them. That was the 2 shots. All right, yeah. So it's your turn, Angi. You're up.
Wait,
Alright.
what about Mirkwood?
Margaret shot and missed last time, and then all the bad guys
Okay.
went. And now it's Angi. So Angi, you're up.
I am going to. I don't have any extra dice. And it has to be a double. It has to be a 6. But I could do.
He'll do our She
All
does.
right. I'm going to do swift strokes against these 2 jerk balls. Die Dwarven fries. All right.
Strokes.
Swift strokes means I can hit them both if I make the called shot.
Nope.
Oh no, not a chance in heck.
Nope. Nope.
All
All right. Ragnar and Warsong are up.
I'm gonna sing, and it'll be for hit points.
Okay. Ragnar wounds one of the Easterlings engaged with you, Angi.
Boy.
Song.
Just
I
sort of
can't.
Raging, runs up beside you and drives his spear into the side of one of them. Okay. Margaret, it is your turn.
You can't buy that, can you?
Me? No, she's only got a body of 2.
Nope.
I'm just gonna go home.
All
Throw
right.
down his axe.
This Easterling turns to fight Ragnar, hitting him
No.
for 8 points of damage. This other one attacks you, Angi, for another 5 points of damage.
I'm already weary.
Margaz is going to aim an arrow at you, Angi, as he has been doing this whole fight. Hitting you for another 10 points of damage.
I'm down.
Awesome.
Yeah, Jeremy, somebody's got to try to get us on our feet, or we're
I'm
just...
Warsong just tried.
failed the last roll.
And Maltok
Yeah, I
will
know,
aim
you
an
did.
arrow at you, Orsong, hitting you for 5 points of damage, and you need to give me a protection test.
What's the what level?
14.
Could maybe Barod's bout of madness kick in now and he would just sit up and start killing anything?
Yeah, that's that you are wounded, Warsong.
That's body,
Be
right?
careful what you ask
Yeah,
for.
you had body. So
I am not wounded
Oh, what? Really?
because of Sigarun.
Oh.
No. Yeah, as Maltok aims an arrow at you, Warsong, and looses the arrow, just as the arrow is about to hit you, there's a yelp, and you see the huge gray body of Sigarun fall to the ground like lead, with an arrow in his side. And it is Warsong and Ragnikar. You're up. Ragnikar is going to lash out at this guy with his great spear again. Okay, that's super bad. I will spend a point of hope to make that. But Ragnikar does have a called shot coming his way, and that does kill this guy. Okay.
Oh,
That's ouch.
I can't make it.
Can't make a 14?
No, she's got a body of 2. Song is under.
Oh,
Song is not favored.
No, it's not.
All right.
Persuade, courtesy, and lore are somehow all.
Oh, Margit, you've got to move up and attempt to woke us up.
Margaret, buddy, it is your turn.
Who?
It's you. You're up.
When did your guys go? I was going to move up to open at the top of the.
You can do it now.
Okay.
Because we were all open already.
I want to. Can I rally comrades by re-singing the song that we sang when we killed the Morwen?
Yes.
The limerick?
Please do that.
We now know that you're old as dirt. At the beach, you should keep on your shirt. You've caused too much strife. Now you forfeit your life. Stand still, and this won't really hurt.
All right, give me a song roll.
Okay, I hope this is the one roll that actually.
The Easterlings look at you very confused. Keep on my shirt? What does that mean?
You get another D6.
Yeah, you get another D6.
Come on.
So it's that hashtag roll D6
Slash roll.
slash roll D6.
So that's 10. What's your body?
My body's 4, so I can spend a point of hope.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, I'll do that. So I'm 50.
So
It's a great success.
All right, so everybody regains
4.
3.
3.
A great success, 3. So
Woo.
the Easterlings look at each other a little puzzled at this, and Angi, Berard, Hilduara, Kalimirith, as you are all sort of laying face down in the mud, struggling against the weariness and against your wounds to stand, something about the lighthearted, completely non sequitur nature of Margaret's limerick makes you stand to your feet and stagger onward.
How many points? That's
3.
okay. Good enough. That'll do.
I can explain to them that this is the song that we were singing as we killed their leader.
All right, so Berard, Kalimirith, do you guys want to take a turn?
Yes, we
Yeah.
definitely want to take a turn.
All right, Berard, you are not in close combat range with Margos and Maltok. Kalimirith, you are.
So I can still attack this stupid Easterling down here.
You can attack the stupid Easterling. That's correct.
Okay, well, I'm going to attack the stupid Easterling. Come on, buddy. I need... That adds body, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm spending a point of hope to hit this dude.
All right. You lash out with your spear and tag him pretty good in the side. You can see blood starting to soak in through the sheepskin coat that he's wearing, but he is still on his feet. Kalimirith, what are you doing?
And I'm in the range of who?
Margaz and Maltok, the handsome Easterling hunters.
Go for the face.
Has either of them been injured yet?
Maltok has one of the guy on the right has one of Margaret's arrows sticking in him.
How do I
Okay.
only see one guy on the map there?
I can see
There
two.
should be 3.
There's 3.
Well, there's 3 total: Easterling and then the 2
Oh,
other.
okay, I see. Yeah.
What? Come on, I'm trying to.
Where did you find those tokens? Because I don't think you used them for
There we are.
when Baldur came up
Oh,
again.
I know. I didn't have them at the time, but I
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so that's 9 points of damage. All right. Does he have any abilities that would allow him to mitigate that? So you got an 18, and you needed a 15. So that would be a lot of damage. Fortunately, he steps out of the way of the attack with snake-like speed, and it does not hit. All right.
Do I get to a?
No, because the forward stance is already gone. Ragnakar is going to attack this one, as you say, stupid Easterling, and finishes him off. All right, it is just the 2 Easterling hunters now, and a badly injured but surprisingly still on their feet party.
Here's my ex.
Angi, I will personally help you track him down and kill that.
Good.
She
I
mutters
think
something in
at
Elvish
this
that you're
point,
pretty sure is
they
not a
are
nice thing.
going to attempt to withdraw.
No, you don't. You killed us here. You can't run away.
Because
Going time, bastards. Oh.
all right, so Maltok gets a 19 and a great success to move away, and Bargaz gets a 28 with a great success to get away. Both of the brothers kind of look at each other and nod and step backwards, vanishing into the mist. And you find yourselves the sole occupants
My
of
God.
the Isle of Princes.
Warsong is referring to Ragnakar, and I am going to do the healing song on. Well,
We will
well-
do healing and catch breath, and then we'll call it a night. So, who all is actually wounded at this point? Normally, your tokens show me, but I can't tell.
I'm wounded.
So Berard, Margood, Kelly Nerith, are you wounded?
No.
Somehow.
I
Rag-
managed to use my 2 battle extra dice were
Oh, that's
well
right.
spent.
All right, and then Hilduara, you are wounded. Is that right?
I am not wounded.
You're not. That's so surprising. Okay, so it's 3 of you. Okay.
Berard kind of, as soon as they run off, he kind of slams his fist into the ground and mutters curses out towards their way.
Hilduara spits blood from her mouth, looks at her arm, and starts laughing, and then takes a swig from her flask.
all right. So you said I could go ahead and do this song roll.
Yes. So who are you doing it for? There's Sigarun, Ragnakar, Berard, and Margaret who will need treating.
Can't.
Well, Sigaroon, I have to do it has its own thing. I think
Okay.
I'll do Ragnakar.
Okay. All right.
Oh wait, I think it's the song actually that I'm playing. It's this one.
All right.
All right.
So
oh.
so he's no longer wounded. Is that right?
On a successful roll, you recover a number of additional endurance points equal to your wisdom rating. Was it a great? It wasn't a great. So she has a wisdom of 4. Do y'all mind if I spend company hope on that? I'll spend mine if I have to. But
To heal Ragnacar?
yeah.
It's fine. We've got 5.
Yeah, you should do it.
Okay. So that puts us at 4 by my count.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Injury is considered to have been treated successfully. Now, Sigaroon is something else.
Mhm.
I can only do that for one person. Okay, a wounded hound is put out of combat for the remainder of the scene and will return at your side at the start of the next session only if you succeed in a healing roll with a TN of 16. So healing. Does Leechcraft?
Yes.
Oh, I guess.
But you still got to roll for it because there's a T in 16.
Okay, yeah. But it's Gandalf. Right? Do I make it if it's a Gandalf?
Yes.
Cool. Okay.
All right.
So he.
So you are able to patch up the wounds of the 2 great loves of your life without too much trouble. Berard and Margood still need treating. So does anybody want to work on them while Warsong is taking care of...
What would that be?
Healing.
Sorry?
I can work on one of them,
Yeah, I can do healing on...
I guess.
So then I'll do Margood.
Or I only have a 1 in healing, so I might not do very good, but I will try. Here goes. I did not do very good.
All right, who are you trying to treat?
Sorry, Berard.
All right, Berard. Berard's wounds cannot be treated until the next day. So Berard, you are not going to be able to recover your endurance quite as fast because you still have an untreated wound.
So now on the, how much do I get anything on the?
You will all be able to catch your breath, which is your basic heart score.
So does being wounded affect that?
It doesn't affect that, but you only recover 1 endurance a night while you were wounded.
Okay. Well, I guess the next day Warsong can use Leechcraft.
Okay, and then...
Oh, and I'm going to try to heal Margaret.
Okay. That'll do. So, Margaret, you have a treated wound. So, you can, when you catch your breath, you recover your basic heart score and endurance. And then, because you have a treated wound, you recover 2 endurance per night.
Okay.
Okay. All right, we're going to stop right there and let you guys decide what you want to do next. You might still be able to catch your enemies if you move now. On the other hand, that might be a terrible decision. So I'll let you guys think about what you want to do, and we'll see you again in 2 weeks for the Darkening of Mirkwood. But hey, guys, at least we made it to the Island of Faces tonight.
And we're alive!
Yeah, no one actually died. That was kind of surprising.
That was actually very surprising.
How much experience do we get for tonight?
2 XP for tonight. If my guys were less pragmatists, the boss guys, the 2 Easterling brothers and Chloe, if they were a little less pragmatic, they might have stuck around and fought to the death, and then a few of you would probably not have made it home. But it's better to run away so that you can live to ruin somebody's life another day. So, all right, guys.
Battle stances, and they won't be allowed to run away.
You guys have stuff for this. All right. Good night, everyone.
All right.